Hello dear friends and welcome to SVA videos. Today we are going to make a very quick Indian snack, and the recipe for today is Murukku, ring Murukku. So the ingredients for that we need are 1 cup of rice flour or chawal ka atta as you call it in Hindi, 1 cup of besan or gram flour, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of salt, and some carom seeds. So these are carom seeds or ajwain as we call it. So mix all of these ingredients and create a dough like you would create a chapati dough, except because this is besan that we use, the consistency would be slightly thinner. Next we are going to go take a pan or a wok in which we are going to put some oil. So now that we put some oil in the wok, you can use any kind of oil, refined oil or sunflower oil. We use sunflower oil, and this is good for frying. So here is the oil. Now once the oil is heated, you can check the consistency of the oil by dropping just a tiny little bits of the dough that you created, and if you see, it just came right up. So that tells us the oil is hot enough, which is a good time for us to start preparing the dough, putting the dough into the container that will press the murukku for us. So here you can see this is the murukku press that I was talking about. It's made of steel. You also get it in other materials. Back in my home in India, we get one with wood, and my mom also uses one without the twisting technique, and that just has the pressing technique. Anyway, for now, right now I have this, and we'll be using this. So along with this, you get a lot of plates that will help you shape your murukku in any which way that you want. So here, as you can see, I have 3 of them that I'm going to use for this recipe. One is the string one, the other is the omapudi one, which is like save, like very thin strings, and this is for the chakli murukku. So the shape of the strings would be star shaped. Okay, so let me just fix these, and the way to fix these inside is you just have to take the plate and this side out and just drop it in, and there you go. And then you have to grease the walls of the container just so that your dough does not stick to the walls. And then you take the dough and make it into small balls and drop it in here. Okay, so I have greased my container and I've put the dough inside. So after putting the dough, you can just twist this to make sure it fits wherever or however deep your dough is, and you can see that the dough is already starting to come out a little. Now using this, we would be placing this right on top here, and we'll twist this clockwise or anti-clockwise depending on which way you have put your hand. Or right now, to tighten it, I need to turn it clockwise, so that's what I'm going to do. So as you can see, I have dropped them, and they are at this stage right now. Now you can see the bubbles coming out, so that means it's cooking. And don't worry if 2 of the strings stick together, because as it cooks, they will separate. You have to keep it on a medium flame and not too high, not too low, because if you keep it too high, you might see that the murukku turns red and or brown for that matter, and it might look that it's cooked, but when you break it, inside it will still not be cooked. So that's number 1. And number 2, you can't keep that too low, because then your cooking process would be too slow and you might not even be assured that it's cooked very well. Okay, so now we wait until the bubbles stop, Meanwhile, just keep moving it once in a while. Once you see that the bubbles have come down relatively, you can maybe just give it a twist. So I always prefer using a fork. There are also needles that are specifically created for this. So if you have them, great. If not, you can use a good old fork to do the job. So just give it a turn and now let the other side cook. I'm not a big fan of deep frying, so I use minimal oil. If you are taking a container with your container filled with oil or your wok filled with oil, then you don't have to worry about twisting it every now and then. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes and you can see that the bubbles have come down a lot. So we'll give it one more minute and then we'll take it off onto a plate with tissue paper. Okay, so looks like it's done. The bubbles have almost disappeared and the color also looks quite good. So at this time we'll just lift it, let the oil drip, and yeah, just drop it on a plate with some paper towel on it. Whatever the remaining pieces are, we'll just remove it. So here we go. The ring murukku is ready. You can just taste it. It's called the string murukku. The ring murukku are the ones that are made as a ring. So the string ones are ready. You can taste it and let me show you how it tastes. So here I'm taking the first bite. I hope you can hear the crunch. It's really crunchy and amazing. Great. Thank you so much for watching and do subscribe to SVA videos. Thank you.